Hey, what's going on, guys? It's your most Arnold Toast here, coming live. I am here with Z Buckner for episode 12 of the Social Eclipse Podcast.
What's up, guys? It's good to be here. Been looking forward to this one for a while. This was one of our initial ideas. I know you and I have talked about this just casually over the years. And every once in a while, this topic comes up, and we're like, "Yeah, this is interesting." So I think it fits very well into philosophy. It's kind of like a landmark episode, and who knows, we might revisit it every once in a while.
Yeah, this is like one of the most common stereotypical philosophy questions in our modern time. It's basically a meme these days. And
yeah.
I'm excited because, most of our podcast episodes are pretty serious. We talk about deep, important subjects. And this one's going to be important too, but it's going to be a little more lighthearted. It's going to be fun. It's going to be spontaneous because we don't know what the questions are ahead of time. So I'm interested to see what Buck says and see how he defends his positions and if we are on the same page for a lot of the different circumstances. So, I guess it doesn't have to be super organized way, but I guess I'll go ahead and just read the scenario, and then you and I can choose our button, and then we can just discuss if we agreed or disagreed. I'm not sure how many levels there are, but I think there's at least 20 or 25, so we'll try to go through them a little quick. We can't take 5 or 10 minutes on each one, so just heads up.
Yeah, true.
All right, so this is the Absurd Trolley Problems. Go check out their website. It's fantastic. Level 1 is the original scenario. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing one person instead. What would you do?
Who goes first?
How about we switch off every time?
Okay.
So
who goes first?
I'll go first. I'm going to pull the lever. I would rather live with the guilt of quote unquote killing one man than watching 5 people die that I could have saved. So personally, I pulled that lever.
Yeah. I don't remember what I have said over the years. Do you?
I'm not sure.
Yeah, I don't remember. I feel like I've gone both ways, but nowadays, yeah, I'm with you. I pull the lever as well. I feel like either way you feel guilt. That's my reasoning, I feel like if you don't do anything and you watch it happen, you feel guilt that you could have,
Right.
So, but you also feel guilt pulling it and killing somebody. I feel like either way, I'll feel like I've killed somebody.
Yeah.
So I might as well kill less people.
In a way, I think it's kind of selfish for you to make a decision based off of how much guilt you're going to feel. It's like, I can either...
Oh, that's true.
Let 5 people die and feel, poor me, I'm going to feel guilty for the rest of my life. It's like, that. I don't think that's what it should come down to. I think, in my philosophy, whether I feel guilty or not, it's about saving as many people as possible.
That's true. I agree with you 100%. But we're the ones with the choice, We're the ones who are given the choice in the situation. The people on the tracks are not given the choice. So naturally, we're going to feel guilt. And I think it is a factor whether we like it or not. So yeah, you're right. Like, the choice shouldn't be made because of how much guilt we feel. You're totally right. So I guess I'm wrong to do that. But I think when you're in a split-second situation like that and you don't have time to think, that's probably where your mind's going to go.
Oh, yeah, it's going to be different than us sitting here pondering it for half an hour.
Yeah.
But...
Yeah, so I think that has guilt does play a huge factor in a real life scenario. But you're right. Which one is the correct decision? I think you're right to call that out early on, because I would have been guilty of that.
And it looks like most people agree with us. We got 73% agreeing to pull the lever, so we are in tune with most of humanity.
That means we are morally correct so far.
That's right.
Because surely the majority is morally correct, right? Easy.
Level 2,
We
4
passed.
people. Oh no, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do?
Sorry, say again. You cut out.
Oh, you're good. Do you have the website pulled up on your screen, or are you just going off of what I'm saying?
No, I'm just going off what you're saying. The internet's
okay,
better
sorry,
with your voice than it is my...
Yeah, so I'll go a little slower then. So, a trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 4 people instead. What do you do?
It's just the same, but 5 versus 4. I don't think that really changes. That's kind of the same situation. It's more versus less. Again, I guess I'm not supposed to be going off guilt, but rationally, it's less people. So it's about the same. I would pull the lever. Yeah.
Pull the lever. Yeah. I'm gonna say the same. I do think it'd be a much more difficult situation in the moment, though, because 4 people is a lot more than 1.
Yeah, that's true.
You see these people and you're like, 5 and 4, it's a difference, but it's not that big of a difference. And but looks like most people agree with us. It says 68% of people agree with you.
Yep.
Okay. Oh, here's a funny one. Level 3, life savings. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your life savings will be destroyed. What do you do?
Well, what's on the other track, though? Just one?
It shows a pile of money. Your life savings.
Oh, it's literally just the life savings.
Yeah.
Oh,
yeah,
I thought it was a person plus your life savings or something.
No, just
That's...
your life savings. I mean, this is a pretty easy
see, the
one
funny
for
thing
me
is,
'cause,
my life savings isn't very big.
Yeah, exactly. I got nothing in my life savings, so that is easy
Yeah,
peasy. We're gonna
that's
run over,
pretty easy.
Over all $30.
Yeah, true.
All right.
Not too hard on that one.
57% of people agree with you.
No way. 43% are saving the money.
43% are saving their money instead of 5.
If that doesn't say anything about society, I don't know what does.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to go down the rabbit hole, but I wonder how different this would feel if the question was worded 5 people on the other side of the country who you never meet die, or your life savings. It's a little different if you're there staring them in the eyes and you have the choice whether to save them, or if you are looking at the death count in the world and it goes up by 5 randomly.
Okay. That's interesting. And how many questions do you say there were?
I can't remember, at least 20.
Okay, well, I think this is worth diving into, and we've been zooming so far, so let's pause for a little bit. I think you brought up something very important, very philosophy related. Could even get political, and obviously we don't really want to get political. It's not really what we're about nowadays. But I think a lot of decisions we make in life, just in general, how do I word this? Hinge on ourselves. And yeah, we're empathetic creatures and everything, but it's a lot easier to make decisions when you're not, decisions that affect more than just yourself, when the consequences aren't immediate. Does that make sense? Am I wording this right?
I totally agree.
And I'm not even calling anybody out specifically. It's just something I've noticed just over the years, that any decision that we make, people tend to, there was some movie I watched where someone challenged this idea. I can't remember what it was, but any decision we tend to make, just naturally we put ourselves first. And of course we want to think about others, but it's different. We're a lot. Have you noticed? You talk to people a lot with less cordiality over a screen or over a text, or even over the phone, than you do when they're in person. And I think one of the first times I ever noticed this was, believe it or not, was with you back in high school. Yeah, back in high school, I noticed with you, and I don't know if you remember, we brought it up. We never had any like huge arguments. We had like one in high school, and it started over text. And I remember saying to you, or you said to me, it's like, bro, like maybe like when we're talking about serious stuff, like we should do it in person. You know what I mean? Because you tend to, I don't even know how to put it. You're not as, I don't know, you get more fired up behind a screen because there's not a real live person in front of you, and there's less of a connection, less of a, in front of you. And I've taken that into even like relationships, with my girlfriend and I, we have a rule that we do break sometimes. You can't help it, but we have a rule that we're like, hey, if we're like mad at each other, if we're in a disagreement, we talk about it at least over the phone or over text. Have you noticed that in your life?
Oh, absolutely. I mean,
how there's like a disconnect?
I think that usually if you and I are talking over text about whatever, then we're not really using emojis. But something I realize for most people is as soon as you enter a relationship, you start using emojis like crazy. And I think it's partly because it's cute and it's fun, it's playful. But I think another part of it is because there's like so much on the line when you're, into someone or you have a big crush on someone that you want to make sure that you're as clear as possible. So if you ask a question and put a smiley face instead of nothing, in a way you're kind of giving yourself insurance. You're like, hey, I'm making it clear that this is in a joking, fun manner. Like, don't misread this, because especially without emojis, text can be wildly interpreted depending on what you're saying. And then going back to what you were saying about talking to people face to face, I definitely agree that people are more abrasive whenever you're over a screen, or even with things such as road rage. You'll see people yelling, honking the horn, flipping people off, because even when you're just separated by a few panes of glass, you're still feeling like, oh, I could give this guy all I have because there's no direct physical consequences.
Yeah.
So, and then, if you get into an argument with someone face to face, that's a lot different. I feel like a lot more people are passive or more easily willing to back down because they don't want to have that aggravation right in front of their face.
Yeah. This is one of those things that could never be studied. Like there's no way to study this, but if I could, I would love to know like how many of those keyboard warriors you see online constantly, like on Twitter, giving their opinion on everything under the sun, or Reddit, how many of those people would actually say the same thing if everybody in that chat room was like in the same room, like physically there? Would they act the same way? Would they talk the same way? They might have the same opinions, but would you express them to the level that you're expressing them? Or maybe your opinions would even change, And so I think it's I think it's a good point that you bring this up here with the trolley problem. Is not only is there a disconnect right now because we're not there, we're not actually making the decision. What would we actually do if we had a split-second decision? But it's like, man, what if we knew the people who were on the track versus, the exact same equation, but it's someone, like you said, on the other side of the world. You don't even see them. It's like a virtual switch instead of a real railroad track or something. Yeah. That's I think that's really interesting that you put that. I wonder if there's any, trolley problems that take that into the equation somehow.
I'm sure there are. Yeah, there's tons of trolley problem questions out there, so I'm sure some of them have to do with how intimately you're communicating with those who are on the track.
Yeah, but it's a very good point that you make.
Yeah, and really
that's crazy. 57%.
Yeah, and then going back to something you said about people being inherently selfish, I would I would agree 100%. I think that most of the things, if not everything we do, is for our good. Like, even if you're doing a service project for someone else, you're helping that person, but you're helping that person because it feels good, not to help them, right? You're helping them because you like them, because you want to keep a relationship with them. You want to raise your social status.
Yeah.
Very rarely is it that you'll help someone only because you're helping another human being.
I would say I've thought about that very thing a lot lately, actually. I think it merits its own episode, to be honest. Now that you bring it up, you're reminding me. I think we should have an episode on like selfish desires. You know, are we really driven by? Is everything we do selfish? You know, I think it's worth talking about. I think it's a good point. It's a really good point.
Do you know who my favorite superhero is, Buck?
You cut out. Sorry. Who your favorite what?
Do you know who my favorite superhero is?
Your favorite superhero is? I don't. Can I guess?
Yeah.
Is it like is it a mainstream, or is he kind of a fringe superhero?
It's mainstream.
Batman.
Yes.
And
the reason
I got it.
The reason is for exactly the things we've been talking about. Whenever he does stuff, even if he's portrayed as the villain, he will still do it because it's the right thing to do, which is I absolutely love Batman because he gives up the look of a hero, being praised, being a great example, all these different things, because he just wants to do the right thing. I think that it's
right. That's what makes the ending of The Dark Knight so profound.
Right. Yeah. Like Harvey Dent becoming Two-Face, and Batman decides to like keep that a secret, let him die a hero.
Yeah, and take the fall. Yeah. Right. It's a very good ending.
I love it. A few other examples. You got Itachi from Naruto who does that. And then Severus Snape from Harry Potter who does that. I love all three of those characters for that reason.
Yeah. That's a good point. It's a good point. I think we should have our own episode on. I don't even know how do you say it? Selfism.
Yeah, on
selfism.
Humans are truly selfish, I guess.
Right. That's what I mean. Yeah.
All right. Awesome. Shall we continue?
Yep. It's good. I can't believe 57% with the savings. Yeah, let's continue.
Yeah, that's crazy. All right, level 4.
Does that mean that 43% of the people taking this test are like mega rich?
I guess. Elon Musk. Okay.
Yeah.
Level 4. A trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do?
Whoa.
Ooh.
Is this me?
Yeah, you're on the track there, Buck.
It's 11 versus me? Is that what it was?
5 people are on one track. You're on the other track.
Okay.
What would you actually do, Buck?
But I can reach the lever to save myself.
Let's not sugarcoat it here. What would you actually do?
That's interesting. That is interesting because, like, do I have kids and a family? I feel like that would change my answer.
Yeah.
Even if I didn't, I'm not saying I wouldn't be selfish even as is, like as a single man. That's not what I'm saying. But I'm saying, like, if I had kids and a family, that might change. If I wasn't selfish, I would certainly become selfish in that situation, I bet. But man, that is a good one. I wasn't expecting that one to come up. Huh?
There's no shame, Buck.
Oh, you're still waiting for an answer.
do you want me to go first?
I'll be honest. I'll be honest here. I probably wouldn't pull the lever. Okay, I'm gonna get canceled. But I'm just telling it like it is. I think the fear in that moment wouldn't overcome my sense of morality.
Wait,
is my reasoning.
I'm sorry. You would not pull the lever, so it's still going to hit those 5 people, is what you're saying?
Correct. Okay. Correct. Yeah. I don't think in my moment the fear of being crushed by a train would overcome my ethical, my sense of morality. I don't think it would, just being realistic.
Yeah.
I'm not that brave.
Yeah, I don't blame you for saying that. Yeah, in the moment, I don't think we can truly know. I know for sure if it was me and one other person, like if there was me and then one other person on the other track, I would definitely let them die. And the reason for that is because I don't know that person. I don't know if they have anyone relying on them. I don't know if they're a good person. I don't know if they have any potential in their future. And comparing that to myself, I'm like, well, I have a wife and 2 kids that I provide for. I feel like I'm a pretty good person. I'm contributing to society, and I have a long future ahead of me because I'm young, right? But when it's 5 people, even if they're strangers, I don't think I can, in any universe, can I say that my life has more worth than theirs.
Yeah. Yeah. So you wouldn't pull the trigger or the lever?
I want to say that
or
I
you would,
but
yeah,
I don't know until I'm in that situation. I don't know. I'm like trying to picture myself tied to the tracks, and there's 5 other people. I think I would look at it and be like, you know what? There's 5 people there. I'm one guy. Like, even though this freaking sucks, I'm gonna pull the lever and like. At least I'll die somewhat of a hero in doing a good deed, right? But I maybe that's not what I would actually do. Who knows? But for now, I'm gonna say that
I can't say for sure. Yeah, I can't say for sure it would change, but I think there's a possibility it could change if I had time to think about it. Like a lot of time, not like 5 minutes, but like if I knew this scenario was coming up in like a month, it was like, what would I do?
Oh yeah.
Then maybe I would have time to pluck up the courage, but like in a split second, I think there's no way. Especially if someone, like you said, like if it's people I don't even know, which is terrible, but
Right.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Results are in. 37% would pull the lever. So, most people,
that's about right.
even without being in that situation right now, most people would let the 5 people die.
Yeah.
Which?
Yeah, that's about what I thought it would be. I'm not sure if this is the movie I was thinking of earlier, but one that's applicable are the Saw films. Those movies, like the villain's whole motive is like to make sure that he proves that people in general aren't as good as they profess,
right?
And that when it comes down to it, they choose survival over, saving someone else's life or even multiple other people.
Right. When you're in a situation where your life is on the line, then you're thinking a lot differently than we are right now. So even though only 40% of people are saying that they would have pulled the lever, like in a real life situation, I bet it's more like 10 or 15, right? It's got to be at least cut in half.
Yeah, I would agree.
But we don't judge. Ooh, here's an interesting one. All right, level 5. The trolley is heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it, but the other track has the Mona Lisa on it.
Whoa.
What do you do?
That one, you first.
Okay. Let me preface this by saying I have thought a lot about the monetary value of a human life. What I mean by that is, let's say that a group of Somalian pirates took the captain of the ship. What was his name? Do you remember? Captain Phillips or something?
Captain Phillips.
Yeah. So they take him hostage, and they say, United States, give us $10 and we will let him go. Okay, well, besides the fact that you're not supposed to negotiate with terrorists, of course the United States would pay $10, right? But what if they said $1 million? What if they said $100 million or $1 billion? At what point would the government say, no, that's too much money? And that is how you define the monetary value of a human life, at least according to the government. Or you could switch it up and say it's $1 billionaire or whatever you'd like. So this is a little different because this is not monetary value, but this does have a significant amount of cultural value to humanity, right? Mona Lisa is one of, if not the most sought-after paintings in the world. So, 5 people or the Mona Lisa? Oh, that's a tough one. I think I'd run over the Mona Lisa. But the reason I say that is because we have replicas of the Mona Lisa. You know, we know what the Mona Lisa is. We know what it looks like. It'll never disappear from history.
Yeah.
But 5 people cannot be replaced. The Mona Lisa, the original can't. But in a way, I don't feel like that much would be lost. You know, everyone would be a little sad, but it's, you know, I don't know if I'm making sense. You go ahead, Buck. I would pull.
You're making complete sense. And I wonder, would it be different if somehow the other track destroyed all evidence of the Mona Lisa? You know, that's interesting. Yeah, in the current scenario, I think it's pretty easy for exact reasons you said. But even if it destroyed all instances of the Mona Lisa, I think I might still pull the lever. Maybe I'm dumb and I'm not thinking about it enough, like the historical significance of art, but still, you know what I mean? Now, would I feel the same way if the track destroyed like Lord of the Rings or something?
That's true. You might feel
know what I mean?
Different.
Yeah.
What
I get it.
What if the 5 people tied were very into art and history of art, and they were just begging you to let them die? They're like, let us die, Mona Lisa.
Let us die.
Our lives. Don't do this.
That's actually pretty funny. That's pretty funny, actually. I think as it is, it's pretty easy. I wonder, the people who made it clearly thought this was, I don't think this one's that big of a deal. It's not that hard, you know what I mean? Maybe I just don't appreciate the gravity of it. I get it. The Mona Lisa is probably the most famous painting in the world, right? But nowadays it shows you how much we take art for granted because there's 1 million copies of 1 million everything, you know. Maybe it would be different if we didn't have the internet, we didn't have replicas. You know, maybe 300 years ago that question might have been difficult, but you're right, it's not really that difficult right now. Who's to tell the difference anyway, unless you're some sort of master authenticator?
Right. Yeah, if they just replace it in the museum, no one's going to notice unless they start running studies on it or something.
Yeah, if I stole the original Mona Lisa and put it in my house, and every time someone came over, I'm like, bro, this is the original Mona Lisa. How cool is that? No one would believe you anyway, right? So,
that's true.
So, what's the point? Yeah.
So 74% would also pull the lever. So most people are in agreement to destroy the Mona Lisa.
Yeah.
All right.
That's actually less than I would think.
Oh, really? Less?
Yeah, I would thought it would have been more would destroy.
Yeah. All right, level 6. A trolley is heading towards a rich man. The rich man offers you $500,000 to pull the lever, which would divert the trolley and kill someone else. What would you do?
Just one other person?
Yeah.
That sounded bad. just one. uh, yeah, I mean, so I guess it's just a 1v1 anyway, right?
Yeah.
And I gotta remember not to bring guilt into this. I hate to bring guilt into it, but I think I would genuinely. No. It would kill the rich person if I didn't do anything, right? So if it's a question of guilt, I wouldn't touch it. In which case, the rich man would die. So, I mean, I know you say not to bring guilt into it, but when it's a 1v1, 1v1, when it's a 1v1, I mean, what else am I gonna do other than the lack of my decision, right? So I'd probably just let it kill him. But I mean, you're not even guaranteed that guy's going to pay you a ton of money anyway. So I don't know that's an interesting question, eh?
So you do nothing is what you're saying?
I do nothing, yeah.
That's funny because I would 100% without hesitation pull the lever.
All right, fair enough. I'm not judging. Why?
It's because that stranger, I don't know anything about him. But this rich man, I know something about him. I know that he's rich. He's contributing to the economy.
See, that's funny.
He probably has a family. And I'm getting $500,000 out of this. I could donate this to Africa. I'm not going to, by the way. I'm not going to. But I could donate that money to Africa and save even more lives. This is basically one person.
Yeah, I can just picture you
dying compared to
I can
20.
just picture you. I can just picture you yelling at the person you're going to kill, like, hey, don't worry, the money's going to go to Africa. He's like, bro, that's pretty good. See, it's funny, before we were saying, hey, if you knew the person, maybe you'd think differently. But hey, that came back to bite us. You think differently because you know the person.
That's true.
And you know that he's poor as opposed to the other person who's rich.
Well, I don't know if he's poor, but I know that the odds of this guy being richer than him is pretty high.
Fair enough. Hey, we found our first disagreement, right?
We did. 56% would pull the lever, 44 would not. So, pretty close, almost 50-50. All right, level 7.
Yeah, I figured this one was going to be about 50-50, yeah.
A trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What would you do? So 5 lobsters or a cat. That's funny. This one's pretty easy. I would do nothing.
Whoa. Hold on, you're breaking up big time. I didn't hear a single word.
Oh, sorry about that.
Hold on. Let me switch to my Wi-Fi. Hello? Hello?
Testing. 1, 2, 3.
All right, try it again. We're
Good
good.
and loud and clear?
Yep.
Okay. This is level 7. The trolley is heading towards 5 lobsters. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over a cat instead. What do you do?
Oh. See, that's interesting. That is interesting.
Pretty easy for me.
You know what the funny thing is we're getting into like why the trolley problem is so interesting, because it's like, you know, do we really profess is one life as worth as much as another, right? Like that's the whole point of the trolley problem is, and of course we'll pick more, you know, the original I'll kill 1 to save 5, but man, like it really does call my ethics into question, because this one, you know, I like cats. I didn't last time I played this trolley problem. It would have been easier, but since then I've grown fond for cats. So that, I don't know. Well, I'm not saying that's my answer, but yeah.
Let me tell you why this one's so easy for me, Buck. We eat lobsters.
Because you hate cats. Right.
We
and
kill
you can
lobsters
eat it
all the time. We don't feel any remorse
True.
for killing lobsters. So if I how to kill 5 lobsters, I don't
Yeah.
care. We kill them all the time. I would kill 5 lobsters myself if I knew how
You
to
know-
cook them up and eat them.
Right. No, in the same way, I'm saying the same thing because, regardless of how I feel about cats, I totally, subconsciously, like, I'm thinking the same thing. I mean, but it still goes back to, do we place some lives more than others, right? Like, is it sad if somebody kills a dog? Yeah. But is it sad if someone, like, goes fishing and kills a fish? Like, nobody cares, right? And it's the same kind of here. Like, I'm looking at those lobsters and I'm like, bro, you guys die every day anyway,
Right.
So.
I think the way that we measure life is like the amount of maybe consciousness or higher learning that a creature has. Because, if you make a totem pole of whose lives matter the most, at the top you have humans. And then after that, you'd probably do some smart animals like maybe chimps or dogs or birds. I don't know. Well, probably not birds, actually. But, the lower you go, the dumber animals get. Like, eventually you get down to, like, lobsters and bugs and mice. And you're like, who gives a frick? Because even though, they feel
Right.
pain in their life, they don't have any consciousness. They don't have any higher learning skills. So that seems to be what we base it off of as a whole. But
True. It's true.
all right.
Yeah. It's a little bit different, human versus human, but once you start comparing different species, I guess we just tend to not care as much as about some of them, Big bugs, people kill spiders every day and nobody says anything about it, or most people don't.
Right. So,
Yeah.
looks like 84%.
Is intelligence the key then?
Yeah, I'd say intelligence.
Is
what makes
intelligence
us
therefore
empathetic.
the key? Okay, so if you have one person on one track who's stupid, and then another one who's super smart.
Define stupid. Yeah. Hey, maybe we'll get to that. We'll see. But we have 84% of people agreeing with us to kill the lobsters instead of the cat, which is pretty high. Okay. Am I still coming through loud and clear, Buck? You there, Buck? Hello?
Hello?
Hey. Am I coming in loud and clear?
Hello? Oh, yeah, technical difficulties today.
That's right. Just let me know when you're ready for the next one. Well, we lost him. I'm going to pause the recording.
Hello.
Oh,
We're good.
Just kidding. We're good.
Sorry.
That's all right.
Technical difficulties today.
Okay. Level 8. A trolley is heading towards 5 people who are asleep and aren't going to feel any pain. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, running over someone who is wide awake. What do you do?
I don't really think that there's a difference between that one and the original question, so I'll pull it.
Yeah, I would say the same thing. Pull the lever.
Yeah.
Not much to it.
Yep.
What?
Is it true we can't feel pain when we're sleeping? I don't think that's true. Like if I pinched somebody while they were sleeping, I think they'd feel it, maybe like in their dream.
Well, if you're deeply sleeping and you're not waking up, then no, you don't feel any pain.
Oh, wow.
If you're light sleeping, then yeah, you're probably gonna feel pain because whatever is happening is gonna wake you up. So big surprise,
Right.
49% of
Fair
people
enough.
agree with us. And this was like the easiest one so far, in my opinion.
Whoa.
So most people...
I'd love to know where they think the difference is.
Yeah, most people would rather run over 5 people
Me too.
who are
I
sleeping.
would love to know, like, what's the, Wow.
Yeah, that's very strange.
Yeah.
That is very strange.
If you choose that question, call into the show and we'll interview you for like 10 minutes just before an episode. We'd love to know what you're thinking about that one.
Yeah. By the way, I just realized I could have been sharing my screen with you this entire time, so I'm gonna do that now.
You could have what?
I could have shared my screen with you that entire time, so I'm gonna do that now on Discord.
Oh, nice. Yeah.
Also, I probably just doxed us because I recorded me on Discord, but that's alright.
Nice.
Alright, level 9.
It's alright. I think there's a blur thing on YouTube.
I'm too lazy to use it though.
Not bad. Yeah.
Alright.
Level 9.
Level 9. A trolley is heading towards 5 people who tied themselves to the track. You can pull the lever to divert the other track and the one person who accidentally tripped. What do you do?
That's an interesting one.
Yeah, it's basically 5 suicidal people versus 1 non-suicidal person.
Yeah.
Man, just look at the smiles on these people's faces. Do you really want to ruin their day by
Can you see?
flipping the switch?
Man, I'm starting to feel like a terrible person because I'm thinking about this one more.
That's okay.
When in reality, it should also be the same as the first one, no?
I think it's different.
Because it's not exactly. Yeah, I mean, it's not exactly euthanasia, but that's how I'm thinking it is. I don't know, man. I think I'd still pull the lever. I don't think I've changed from the first question. It's still kind of the same, I feel like. But yeah. If I guess I got to be one to give an answer. I think I'd pull the lever.
Okay. I would not pull the lever.
Yeah, but that one is admittedly a little bit harder.
Yeah, that one's pretty tough. If it was 5 people who tied themselves versus nothing, then of course I'm gonna pull the lever. But even if there is one person on the other track, I'm still gonna do nothing because I don't know. For me, it's just like these people had a choice and they decided to go on the track. The other person did not have a choice. So it's like your weighing of lives may be a little off of balance, but you're allowing these people to make their choices. You know, if you were to pull the lever, you're taking away all the choices of these people. If you do nothing, then at least all their choices are intact. So I think that's the reason why I would do nothing.
So would you be, when Mr. Incredible saves that guy, he's like, "You ruined my death. You didn't save me." He's like trying to commit suicide.
Well, that's different though.
Was he right?
That's different though because nobody, that was like either one guy dies or nobody dies. In this situation, it's 5 people.
Right.
So like I said, if there's nobody on the other track, then yeah, I would save these 5 people. But there is someone on the other track, so I'm going to save that one other person.
Yeah, fair enough. I don't know if you've changed my mind, but I see your reasoning. Yeah.
76% would do nothing.
Yeah, that doesn't surprise me, actually. I figured most people would disagree with me.
All right. A trolley's heading towards 5 people. The lever just speeds up the trolley, which might make it less painful. Might make it. What do you do? That's dumb. So okay. This one is very much like the first one, in my opinion. So I would easily pull it.
That's not really any different than the first one, right?
Yeah. So I would pull the lever.
Sorry, you cut out. It's like, it's what?
Just saying that I would pull the lever. Easy peasy.
Wow, I didn't get that either.
That's right. I'll just circle it. This one. I would pull the lever. Pull the lever.
I don't even see that, dude. Oh, okay. Pull the lever. Okay, yeah. Because, yeah, I agree. It's the same as the first one. No different. Next.
Wait.
What?
Oh, whoops. Wait, what?
What?
I think I did the wrong
What?
one. I wanted to kill the person. I did that wrong. It says the lever just speeds up the trolley.
You killed the 5?
I was thinking it would switch.
Why? Why would it switch?
Well, whenever you pull the lever, it switches to the other track.
Oh, true.
But this time, okay. So I just
So
read it wrong. I meant to kill.
That
this
doesn't
guy.
make sense. So, well, that doesn't make sense. If the lever only speeds it up, then the 5 people are going to die no matter what you do.
Oh, that's what it's saying. You're right. You can't kill the other guy.
Is
it's
it?
Just saying, are you going to kill these people more quickly? Okay.
You can just accelerate it.
Yeah. Okay. Well, I mean, I guess
I guess I would in that case. Yeah, I guess I'll pull it.
I mean, they're going to die no matter what, so you might as well try to make it as less painful as possible.
Yeah.
Okay. Apologies to viewers on that little mix-up. I read it.
By the way, you cutting out. I think it's your internet, bro. And I'm not sure sharing your screen is helping.
Okay, let me go and check my internet speed.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I'm checking my internet speed here.
Hello?
Yeah, sorry. I'm just checking my internet speed here. Internet's good. Maybe let's try this. Let me go to the task manager here and see what's going on. Okay.
Cool.
New scenario, level 11. A trolley is heading towards one guy. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, but then your Amazon package will be late. What do you do? We're just gonna skip that one. That one's gotta be a troll one. Apparently, only 77% of people.
Bro, I put my Amazon package was expensive. Okay,
so did you do something else then, Buck? Alright, let's just move on. Ooh, this one might be a little awkward. A trolley is heading towards your best friend. You can pull the lever, divert to the other track, killing 5 strangers. What do you do? What do you think about that, Buck? How does that make you feel?
Towards your best friend, you can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 5 strangers instead. Bro, I'm killing those strangers 100%. Sorry.
What? Hey, don't apologize. I'm okay with that.
Yeah, sorry.
So you're gonna pull the lever?
It's interesting that totally blew open my.
I appreciate that, Buck. That makes me feel really good inside.
What about you? That puts you in an even tougher situation, doesn't it?
Ooh, yes, sir. You know what? I'd definitely pull that lever.
Sure.
Yeah, I'm gonna pull the lever, Buck. But tell me what. You go first. Tell me why. Gotta give a good reason. These are 5 lives you're killing.
I don't think it's. I think this one's most similar to the one about killing yourself. I think it's a fear thing, like if the fear of losing someone close to you, as opposed to the ethics of how much a human life is worth. You know what I mean? I mean, I guess you're still thinking about how much a human life is worth, because your life is worth more to me than 5 strangers. So, but objectively instead of subjectively is what I mean. And yeah, I guess that's the nature of humanity. But
those 5 strangers are.
Who knows? I'd love to see.
Those 5 strangers are 5 best friends to someone else. Does that matter to you, Buck?
I know. It probably wouldn't change my answer, unfortunately.
It's all right.
I'm most interested to see the results for this one.
All right.
Because I don't know which way it's going to go.
Whoa! 75% of people would kill 5 strangers instead of their best friend.
Yeah.
Man,
I can see that.
I think that goes to show just how selfish we are as humans.
Yeah,
like,
I agree. I think that one's more revealing than any other.
I'd rather keep this
more
person
revealing than any other
question
question
I care about him than let 5 people live who also have people caring about them.
I mean, let's even up the ante. I mean, if your wife was there instead of your best friend, is that a hard decision?
Oh,
no.
Easy decision.
I mean, it's not a hard decision. Yeah, like it's terrible, but let's be honest. I mean, the best friend is there.
I would say screw those 5 people. I love my wife.
Yeah, I mean, I think everyone would. If we honestly, I don't know if it's coming, but if your spouse was on there, everybody answered honestly. I mean, am I wrong? Do you think I'm wrong? But I think if everybody answered honestly, their pure intentions, they would choose to keep their spouse alive.
Yeah,
I mean,
I'm sure
I can't be wrong there.
I'm sure it'd be at least 90, 95%, yeah.
Yeah, like 96 or something, I would think, but I don't know. What does that mean?
Hey, when we come back,
does that prove that we are selfish creatures right there?
Hey, those are questions for that episode where we will be discussing those things.
Okay, we'll put a pin on it.
Because that is a good topic. All right, we do have to start speeding through these a little more quickly. I know that Hannah wants to go to bed, and I'm taking up some real estate in the room here. So we're gonna go a little more quickly throughout these last few. Trolley's heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever to divert it to the other track, killing 1 person instead. At least that's what you think is happening. You forgot your glasses, you silly goose, and you can't see well. That is funny.
Just heading towards 5. You can pull the lever to divert to the other, killing. At least you think you forgot your glasses. That's interesting.
I mean, you can't see either of them. It'd be a little different if you saw for sure that this was a person and you weren't sure if these were actually 5 people. But since you're equally blind on both sides, I would say just pull the lever.
Yeah.
And hope for the best.
I would say that if you're in this situation and there's a lever in front of you, then you were probably meant to be there, and that means that you've been given the trolley problem, and that means you pulling the lever will save 5 lives. So yeah, I'm gonna pull the lever.
True. What are the odds there'd be something else? Like, the circumstances are just too great.
Right.
Only 55%. What is wrong with people?
Wow, that's interesting. That's really interesting. Why? Are they trolling?
Maybe people are like, oh, what if I actually run over 1,000 people because I thought it was only 1, but it turned to be, I don't know. That's dumb.
Surely not.
Charlie's heading towards one of your first cousins. You can pull the lever, divert to the track, killing 3 of your second cousins. What do you do? Ooh. Family's what matters.
Family's what matters, true. You first.
I don't know my second cousin, so I would probably kill him.
You know, like, a couple of them, but not.
As we go further on, I can feel myself.
I don't know most of them, but I do know a couple, and
I can feel myself becoming less and less humane as we go through these.
More terrible.
Yeah.
Right, true. I think we've gotten past the point of shock, and at this point, if you guys are listening, you know which one we're going to pick.
That's right. Run them over. 47% agree.
That's it? Wow.
That's it.
Yeah.
We're on the wrong side of history.
It doesn't really line up with some of the other results, though, right?
Maybe people just don't like
if everybody's been answering. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like some of the other, ones where you'd think if the answer is just purely numbers, it's not really lining up.
Yeah. Interesting. Okay.
Yeah.
Ooh, this one hits close to home. A trolley is heading towards 5 elderly people. You can pull the lever divert to the other track running over a baby. Yeah, that one's easy. Let the old people die.
Is it?
I think so.
I don't...
You go ahead, bro.
Yeah. If I'm thinking about it, you're right. Yeah, let the old people die. Yeah.
They had their chance to live and enjoy.
We should be keeping a list and what we're putting our worth in. Okay, we put intelligence in there. We put obviously numerical value in there. We put like friends, family is a factor, and now age is a factor. Am I missing anything else? So that's our 4 so far.
I guess artwork and life savings, but yeah, those are all things that we've considered so far.
Historical impact.
Yeah, I mean,
you should have kept a list.
It just makes sense, if all these old people have lived an entire life. For me, it's like, hey, you've already lived your lives. You can die of a heart attack any moment anyway. But this baby has not been able to do anything. Like, it needs to live up to its potential.
Yeah, but it begs the question: at what point are they elderly? And what point is it a baby? Like, where do you start? Where do you start doing that?
What if it's a teenager versus a 40-year-old?
Right, exactly. Is it the same? Where do you start drawing the line?
I wonder if with all the information we're giving with our answers, if someone could give us any trolley problem and accurately predict what we're going to say, because they already know what we value more than other things.
I bet they could. We just named some of them. I bet you they could do it. Here's a real challenge. Based on what you know about us in this episode, give us a trolley problem that you know that Toast and I will disagree on. There's your challenge.
Ooh, there we go.
Yeah.
Put it in the comments below.
Yeah.
Okay. A trolley's barreling towards 5 identical clones of you. You can pull the lever divert to the other track, sacrificing yourself instead. What do you do? This is,
if they're clones, I'm the original, and that gives me more value.
This reminds me of The Prestige.
Oh, true.
Like, remember Hugh
Very
Jackman
true, right?
would be like trying to get to the gun first to shoot his clone. I guess that was the very first circumstance, because after that he just kind of dunked himself in the tank. But yeah, so 5 identical clones. Ooh, that's tough. So you would kill the clones, you said?
Yeah. Again, it's the fear thing. I don't think I can kill myself anyway. But even if I had like a bird's eye view and I was looking at it, I don't know. I'm not sure if it's right, if they're identical clones, like genetic copies. And again, we've talked about this, like as we could clone ourselves, is it the same person, and does that person have the same amount of value? I mean, go back and check out that episode. It's a little reference, but whether it's right or wrong, I can't see myself putting clones value, who it is, just a 1-1 over the original for whatever reason. I don't know why. It's weird, but
I understand. This is a really tough one for me.
Really?
There's 5 clones. That's me. There's 5 of me. And you know what they're doing on that other track? They're feeling the exact same thing I'm feeling. The only difference is I've been given the lever instead of them. That's the only difference. And there's 5 of them and 1 of me. Because, I mean, in this scenario, if they're truly identical clones, then that means that there is no original, right? We're all equally clones of one another. That's how I interpret it anyway. I kind of want to say I would.
Oh wow, yeah, I've never thought of it that way. Who's? No way. Would you really? 11%.
Man, that's like woo.
Wow.
Everyone would rather kill their clones. That's I guess it's not super surprising, but yeah.
Wow.
Interesting. Very interesting.
Is this the biggest? Is that the biggest statistic we've seen so far?
I think so, yeah. And I was on the wrong side of it. Does that mean?
Wow.
Does that mean I'm a sociopath?
Wow, yeah, you're a sociopath, and it also means that out of all the problems I just labeled, all the ones we just counted, goes into our morality of making these decisions. The most important one to whom humanity apparently, or the least important, are clones. We put no value into our clones.
Yeah, seriously. And you think
because it's so science fiction, it's so out there that we put no stock into it.
That's probably why, is because we're like, yeah, because it is science fiction in most of our minds.
Yeah.
That is very interesting.
Interesting.
All right. A trolley is heading towards a mystery box. Ooh, we got Schrodinger's people here. Schrodinger's trolley problem.
Schrodinger's humans.
So a trolley is heading towards a mystery box with a 50% chance of containing 2 people. Or you can pull the lever to divert to the other track, hitting a mystery box with a 10% chance of 10 people.
Does that mean the other outcome is that there's no one in there?
Huh? Yeah, 90% chance that there's nobody
50%
is what I think it's saying.
Yeah. Yeah, I'd pull the lever 100%. Or sorry, 90%.
Same. Like the odds, 10%. I'm willing to take that risk. And you know what? If it turns out that there are 10 people in there, I still think that I would have, is the logical thing to do. 10% chance is like nothing. Only 15% of people agree, though. –
Wow. Closer than I would have thought.
Yeah. Oh, time to get into AI. A trolley is heading towards 5 sentient robots. You can pull the lever and divert to the other track, killing 1 human. What do you do?
Hey, this goes straight into our AI.
They're gonna kill us eventually anyway.
Hey, this goes right into the AI conversation we had, though. What if they're super sentient? What if they're on the same level as us, like with emotion? And families. They have families.
They're basically humans, but with metal skin, is what you're saying.
Yeah, basically, yeah.
I'd still.
I mean, they are what they look like in that picture. True.
I'd kill him.
I'd probably do the same.
Humans, like we discussed in our last episode, humans are the creators. We will always be the alphas. We are better than them.
Hey, it's all fun and games until you get into a portal situation, and then
that's
it's controlling your destiny.
Okay, 85% people agree. Kill the robots. Hey, that answers a lot of our questions from last episode on what most people think. I guess most people just don't really care about robots, even if they do become sentient.
That's true.
All right, trolley's heading towards 3 empty trolleys worth $900,000. Or he can divert to the other track, hitting 1 empty trolley worth $300,000. Okay. I don't really understand why this one's a question. Is this one controversial for you at all, Buck? What do you think, Buck?
Okay, am I dumb? Am I stupid? Like, there's no life involved.
Yeah, it's just money. Economic damage.
Bro, I'd take the most money.
So you pulled the lever, hitting the one worth $300,000?
That's right.
Yeah.
Not assuming I'd get that money for some reason, but economically it makes more sense.
Yeah, 77% agree. I don't really understand why that one's even a question.
Yeah. Weird.
A trolley is releasing 100 kilograms of carbon dioxide a year, which will kill 5 people over 30 years. Or you could divert to the other track, hitting a brick wall and decommissioning the trolley. I'd like to see if, like, heavy machinery or planes release this much, where on average you're actually killing 5 people over 30 years by operating a plane.
Good question. How much does each plane kill per year?
Yeah, I'd be interested to look into that statistic. But I guess if a plane were doing this...
Never even thought of this.
I guess if a plane were doing this, then I wouldn't be super shocked, and I don't think I would really care that much. So I guess I would just do nothing in the same circumstance here. You think Greta Thunberg would be disappointed?
I don't know. I guess I'd do nothing as well. Because I'd get, like, sued if I was found liable of destroying a trolley.
Bro, could get sued. Have your life ruined. Only 38% would do nothing.
Yeah. Wow.
I mean, I get
that
it.
One's so far removed. Like, do you have any proof that it's going to save 5 people, Like, it's so far removed.
Yeah. I mean, if it's, like, guaranteed that you're going to kill 5 people,
yeah.
I guess that's a little different than a real-life scenario where it's like, oh, you're contributing global warming, but who knows what's going to do, blah, blah, blah.
Yeah, if there was like an all-powerful genie next to me and he was like, "Oh, by the way, if you do this, you'll save 5 people," then yeah, I'd probably do it. But
Okay, you're a reincarnated being who eventually be reincarnated as every person in this classic trolley problem. What do you do?
whoa.
So, the question is this different than the clone one, or is this the exact same question but worded differently?
You will be reincarnated as every person. What does that mean?
So I think what it means is
Like,
they're all technically strangers, but now it's you. So it's not like, it's not like there's $6 here. There's a Michael, there's a Jared, there's a blah, blah, blah. But you are those people, if that makes sense. Does that make sense, Buck? Am I making
no.
any sort of sense right now?
Will eventually be reincarnated as every person. Oh. Will eventually be reincarnated as. Oh, I get it. Okay, I get it. I know I'm breaking up, so bear with me here, but so it's saying that if I die, I'll be reincarnated as people on the other side.
Every person.
So you'd have to. Yeah, like typically in reincarnation, it's not like time travel, right? If I die, I'm gonna reincarnate as someone again, like today, and then I'll continue time. But this one's saying if you kill yourself, you'll have to go back and die as one of those other 5 people 5 times. I think is what it's saying. Like you'll reincarnate as the other people.
Yeah, you're right. Because
go back in time and relive it.
Yeah, it says eventually you're going to be every single one of these people. So I guess it doesn't really matter what you do, because. Well, if it doesn't matter because you're going to be living through it anyway, you might as well kill the one guy compared to the 5 guys, right?
Yeah, I would think so. Unless you feel it 6 ways every time, I don't really know.
That one hurts my brain. Let's kill the one guy.
Yeah, this one's weird.
Wrong choice. Only 49%.
Which means nobody understood it.
That is funny. Okay, Charlie's heading towards nothing, but you kind of want to prank the trolley driver. Are you gonna prank him?
Whoa!
Ooh, we could play a little prank on him. Freak him out.
I'm definitely pulling the lever for sure. If I had the power to change a train, oh yeah.
Yeah, if I
had the power to do this and change a train track, 100%.
Yeah, if I knew for sure that there were no consequences, then yeah, why not? Why not do it and have a little bit of fun? Whee! I mean, even just watching that was fun.
Introduce a little anarchy.
Yeah. Okay, Charlie's heading towards good citizen. You can pull the lever diver to the other track, running over someone who litters. What do you do? Oh, look at that. He even has the litter on the track with him. He's still littering as he's tied up.
Ah, he is. Bro, Okay, here, I'm going to bring it back to the guilt thing, right? I think guilt is a factor in a 1-1 because the track is not, there is a choice to do nothing. It's not a choice this or this as much as it is a choice to intervene. Therefore, I think when it's a 1v1 situation, guilt has to be a factor.
I disagree. Buck.
All right, why?
Well, you say that if you do nothing, you're not intervening. But by doing nothing, you are making the decision still.
True.
There is a decision no matter what.
True.
There is no such thing as intervening. You are just the existence of being in that area with that lever. You are already intervening, and there's no getting out of it. Does that tickle your fancy?
That is true. I mean, what's the alternative? Obviously someone could be like, yeah, no, it's good. But what's the alternative? Like, I decided to kill the bad person because he's not as good. What's the other side? Like, help me understand. Why would you even kill the good guy?
That's a great question. I think I would agree. I would pull that lever. Splat, 82% agree. Because people who litter deserve to die, don't they?
Sad. True.
Alright, hopefully we're almost done here, because I gotta hop off in a second. Due to a construction error, a trolley is stuck in an eternal loop. If you pull the lever, the trolley will explode. If you don't, the trolley and its passenger... Oh, so it does have passengers. Will go in circles for eternity. Well...
Wow.
Ooh, this goes back to our other podcast. We're hitting all of our other podcasts in that one episode.
True.
So now we gotta talk about what it means to live forever and whether that's
be
hell
immortal
or heaven.
This is kind of like the season finale, eh? Then we gotta go into season 2 next time.
Yeah. We're reviewing everything we've learned and discussed thus far.
Yeah. Man, if it was going around in an eternal loop, I guess you could go ask them, huh? You're like, yeah, who wants to live?
It's true, but I don't see a button for that, Buck.
I know. No, I'd probably do nothing.
Really?
Yeah, and I know you're going to disagree, but I'd probably do nothing.
Why is that, Buck?
I think the consequence of killing somebody and getting it wrong and like everybody in there wanted to live is worse than not killing everyone and everybody in there wanted to die. I don't know. For me, it seems like a less, like a morally, it feels less morally wrong.
Okay, so your reasoning is because you think that they might want to live and you're killing them. Okay, gotcha. I think that's
kind of. My reasoning is if they did want to live and I killed them, that's worse than if they did want to die and I did not.
Ah, I see.
I mean, not like objectively. I'm not talking objectively. I'm talking my own opinion.
No, that's a good point. I can see where you're coming from.
Yeah.
I think I would pull the lever just because if they're stuck on that trolley, then maybe right now they don't want to die, but I can guarantee in 10,000 years...
Someday.
Yeah, they're going to be like, man, I wish I would have told him to pull that lever. So maybe that's unfair of me to tell them what to think or to act like I know what they're going to do someday. But I really have a strong feeling that someday they're going to be like, man, I wish he would have pulled that lever because we're still stuck here.
I think it's a requirement. Again, I think it's a requirement that if you pull the lever, you have to yell at them and tell them your decision before they die.
Ooh, that's...
Like, yo, I know you guys...
Yeah, look them in the eyes.
That should be something you're required to do. Yeah, I can just, hey, I know you guys might not want to die now, but someday.
Yeah, someday you will.
Someday,
so I'm actually helping
I'm just gonna
you.
end it. I won't be around forever. Nobody's gonna have the will to pull this lever quite like me. Let me tell you what. Yes. I won't be here forever. So
exactly. Okay, almost 50-50. You got 60-40, so. Alright. That trolley's heading towards your worst enemy. You can pull the lever to divert the trolley and save him, or you can do nothing and no one will ever know. Personally, I don't really have very many enemies, especially ones I want to kill, so I'd probably pull the lever. Who's your worst enemy, first of all?
Yeah, I agree. Wait.
Oh, I'm sorry.
Don't. I want to see. Okay, I'm not looking at the results. No, it's okay. I'm not looking. I want to guess the results because I think we're going to be surprised here. I'm going to say, I think it's lower than you'd think. I'm going to say like 60-something% said they would pull the lever. All right. Let's see. Oh, okay. It's
about
okay.
50-50.
All right.
I mean, that's still a good amount. 52% would kill the worst enemy.
Yeah, that's even more so. More shocking.
Buck, this is just now hitting me.
What?
This 52% of the population is saying if they could kill their worst enemy, murder them in cold blood, then they would.
Yeah.
That's actually kind of insane.
Technically, that's more shocking than what I guessed. Yeah, it's more shocking than what I guessed, but I'm also not shocked. If that makes sense.
Dang, that's just insane.
It is a strong drug.
Like in my mind, and in my moral values, killing someone is like...
It is a strong drug, my friend.
Killing someone is the worst thing you can do. And 52% of people are saying that they would do it just because they're your enemy? Like, holy moly. That's kind of insane. Alright. Trolley's heading towards a person and will lower their lifespan by 50 years, or you can pull the lever to divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each. I mean, 50 years is a lot, so...
sorry, you're like, you're behind, like what I'm seeing you say is behind, so I'm reacting back, but I also think it'd be a good episode if we talked about that, because I actually disagree that killing someone is the worst thing you can do to a person. That might merit its own episode. Write that down.
Well, I mean, I guess I would think that torturing someone would be worse than killing someone. Is that what you mean? Or go dive into that a little bit deeper for me.
No. That's its own episode. But
all right, you want to add that? Okay, yeah, we could add that to the list.
Okay, the trolley is heading towards a person with a lifespan. Lower their lifespan by 50 years, like magically. Or you can pull the lever and divert the trolley and lower the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years each instead. That's a weird one. Yeah, that is an odd one. I guess I'd pull the lever.
Yeah, 50 years is a lot. So when I read this, it for me it's kind of like you're almost killing this person. Like you're basically killing them.
Yeah.
And lowering the lifespan of 5 people by 10 years. I mean, 10 years is a good amount, but maybe that's the difference between them making it to 80 years old instead of 90, which I don't know. Maybe I feel like a jerk saying that, but it's probably better to save a life than have your great grandma live for 10 extra years in her wheelchair in a retirement home or something, right? I don't know.
Yeah. there's some countries out there where the life expectancy is barely over 50. So
That's true.
You know, yeah, I'd pull the lever.
60-40. People agree. Alright, Charlie's heading towards 5 people. You can pull the lever, divert it to the other track, sending the Charlie into the future to kill 5 people 100 years from now.
That's a direct answer. It's a direct response to our question earlier. Does it make a difference if you're further removed from the actual problem? And I would argue it does. So if I had the choice and I had to kill 5 people either way, yeah, for sure, I'd send it in the future where I don't have to see it. Yeah, I think that's actually kind of easy for me.
Yeah. Plus, 100 years in the future, they might have figured out reincarnation and just bring those 5 people back. You never know.
True.
And
Very
if you
true.
want to look at it purely...
We could do...
And if you want to look at it from purely a statistical standpoint, these 5 people in our current day are likely going to have kids and grandkids and great-grandkids. And those 5 people are going to turn into 100, right? But these 5 people 100 years in the future are only 5 people. Except they will also turn into 100. But that's further down the line. So we're going to kick the can down the road, is what I'm saying.
Wow.
Right.
That was a very good way of looking at things, actually. I like where your mind went on that. If this keeps going and there's like 1 million of these, we can call it quits now and do a part 2 sometime.
Well, I could have sworn that they're only they're less than 30, so I think we're at the end.
Okay.
Let's go to 30, and then
we'll
I'll
see
look
if it goes to
and,
30.
Yeah, let's go to 30,
Yeah, okay.
And then if we're still going, I'll look it up and see how many questions there are. I'm pretty sure we're ending it, though. Okay.
Actually, I have a choice.
Ooh, maybe this is the final one. A Charlie problem is playing out before you. Do you actually have a choice in this situation, or has everything been predetermined since the universe began? It's just asking if we have free will.
Yeah, it's basically just a free will question. I'm going to say yes, I have a choice.
Yeah, I feel like that's a completely different podcast episode, and for the simplicity and so that we can get into it another time, I'll agree. All right, there we go. You have solved philosophy.
Woohoo!
We have only killed 61 people.
Wow. Oh, that's interesting. I didn't know it would have a kill count. I'd like to see where's the stats on that, What percentile am I in as far as kill count?
Yeah, that's true. That's true.
Yeah.
All right.
Well, interesting episode. I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for having me. Sorry about the technical issues. I hope it sounded okay. Because on my end, you were kind of delayed, but I enjoyed it a lot. Thanks for having me.
Yeah, of course. Thanks for joining me. That was a fun episode. Want to thank our viewers for listening. And go ahead and let us know in the comments below whether we are bad people for our choices. And we'll just have to live with your responses. Also, let us know what you want us to talk about in the next episode.
That's true.
Should we cover one of the few ideas that we came up with today? Free will, or how bad murder is, or something else? Let us know, because we would love to hit all of the topics that you guys have been asking us for. Make sure you smash that like button, subscribe, share, favorite, and go check our sponsor, Skittles at Skittles.com. Use code TROLLEY for 90% off, ladies and gentlemen. Code TROLLEY. And, yeah, we'll call that a wrap. Thanks for watching.